When looking at a chumash, in any given parsha, there's usually a number of pays that appear after a number of psukim. This symbolizes a parsha within a parsha. In other words, the Torah has told one topic and then it moves on to a different topic or a different story. Parshas Balak is unique, that the entire parsha doesn't have any pays. It's all one complete story. There's no breaks in it whatsoever. What's the reason for it? Chafetz Chaim, on his Perush on the Torah, in Sefer Vayikra, explains that when Moshe was told the Torah by HaKadosh Baruch Hu and wrote down the Torah, he would pause after a given story or a given topic, and he would reflect on what he just read and what he just learned. And he would take from that story or from the topic what it was that he can learn from, that he can apply to his role as leadership to the Jewish people, or that he can teach to the Jewish people. So he would stop and evaluate and internalize what just transpired. But when it comes to Parshas Balak, when it comes to the story of Balak and Bilam, who he hired to curse the Jewish people, within that story, the lesson that the Chafetz Chaim said that we are to learn from this is not a lesson regarding Moshe. It's a lesson about Bilam. That Bilam had given the Jewish people some of the most beautiful brachos that a people could have been given. We have the brachos of Matovu that we say every morning. Matovu alecha Yaakov. How beautiful are your tents, Yaakov. Lo hibit avin bi Yaakov, lo ra amal bi Yisrael. That Hashem had always seen the greatness of the Jewish people. And yet, Bilam, after he says these brachos, granted they were put in his mouth by God, but after he says these brachos, he doesn't stop at all and think to himself, my goodness, what transpired? What happened here? God made me say blessings instead of curses. Maybe I should think twice about my approach to the Jewish people. Maybe these people really are special and I should think about it. I should consider it. I should change my attitude and my anti-Semitism. But no. Bilam just continues on walking through his day. That's the lesson of Parshas Balak. And why there are no breaks in the Parsha. Because Bilam was very different than Moshe. While Moshe was able to analyze and internalize the lessons of the Torah and how they could be applied to his life personally, to his life as a leader, and to the lives of the Jewish people, Bilam just let things happen and didn't think twice. Didn't stop and consider even for a moment all of the bizarre things that seem to have been transpiring in his life. Tremendous lesson for us in our fast-paced lives. That the lesson of the Torah is to be able to stop, pause, and internalize both that which is written in the Torah that we can use for our own experiences, and the very essence of our experiences in life, to be able to stop and think about what we learned from what just happened. Let us be zocheh to be like Moshe, to learn from the past, to apply the experiences of the past to help us be stronger people in the future, and not like Bilam, who just let every day pass him by without anything making a difference in who he could have become. Thank you for listening and have a good Shabbos.